Howdy everyone, Pocho here with an Age of Magic video, and in today's video we're going up against the Blue Artist Squad with the Dark Prodigy team. I've been meaning to do this video for a while, however I've been swamped with other things. We have tested this battle 20 times. I have won it every single time, 3 stars, 99%. Of course, I put the 1% loss ratio because it could happen. I don't know how RNG plays out in this game. Sometimes weird stuff happens that can't be explained. That is the code for you. However, in my experience in the 20 battles, 99% win rate. We've always won. I won all of them. Now, there are 2 ways this battle can play out. The start can be slightly different. However, the result is always the same. So I will show you 2 battles and the little difference that can happen at the beginning. However, what you do throughout the entire battle is always the same. So we'll get into battle. I'll show you the 2 different variants and what you need to do. So this situation is number 1. This is where the enemy Sacrif doesn't fortify any of your debuffs. So we're going to go ahead and cast Maelstrom of Death first. Beautiful. We're going to cast the Gaze of Ixtal second. Get those debuffs nice and ramped up. We're going to select our Sacrif. We're going to press the Touch of Ixtal. Take her down to critical HP. Beautiful. And then your Lael is going to move next. We are going to use the Palsy ability and take out Sacrif. From here, it is a real simple battle. All you need to do is auto-select or manually select the, Rhoynar, and press auto. And that's it. That is the battle. Everything will happen for you and you will finish on full HP, or close enough to. If you wanted to guarantee full HP, you'd play this battle manually and just kill everything in accordance to where your HP is. Stall the battle out if you need to and heal with Azariel. Doesn't matter though, you're not going to take that much damage. And you, honestly, if this was tournament, you would easily just be able to go into the next battle and heal up anyway. You wouldn't need to worry about your hero's HP. As you can see, we've taken out the Tyros. We're still 80% HP on everyone. There's no real damage being dealt to us at all. And with that, the battle ends. So we'll move into the second battle and I'll show you the other variant that can happen where the enemy Sacrif does fortify some of your debuffs. Moving into the second fight, the situation is going to be that the enemy Sacrif fortifies our debuffs, primarily the speed debuff that comes from Lokia. If this is the case, she'll be able to cast before we can execute her, adding an extra level of difficulty to the fight. So you're going to go ahead and use your Maelstrom of Death first. She fortifies. Now, if she fortifies, the fight becomes a manual fight. You can play it on auto, you just run the risk of losing, and I have seen it. But playing it on manual, I haven't lost. So you're going to go ahead and cast the Gaze of Ixtal next. You're going to select your Sacrif and you're going to cast the Touch of Ixtal. It's going to take her to about half HP. Not going to take her to critical. She's going to heal back up, but that is fine. Next up is going to come your Lael. You're going to use your Palsy and remove the buffs from the enemy Sacrif. Now you need to pay attention to this part of the fight. At this part, you need to look at Artis. If he didn't get the speed debuff, he would have applied his counter attack. If that is the case, you need to use your basic attack on Lokia. If he hasn't cast his counter attack, you're going to use your Shadow Pact, just like we did there. You're going to go ahead and use your Viper Strike next and execute the enemy Sacrif, giving you a pretty big advantage in the fight now. Now from here, you need to manage your Azariel's healing, and you need to manage your Drake's gas cloud, whatever it's called, because you do not want to lose your Drake. This team can still do a lot of damage against you. So our next target is the enemy Rhoynar. We are just going to use our basic attack. Rhoynar is going to clear our buffs on the next turn. That's why we want to keep our healing nice and tight. So we're going to go ahead and use our auto attack. We are going to use the gas cloud now because we do have our healing abilities still up and ready to go. So we're just going to keep auto attacking at this point and keep focusing the enemy Rhoynar until we take him out of the picture. There goes our buffs. That is fine. The attacks are now going to go back onto our Azariel, which is not a horrible thing. Actually, I think they're still attacking Drake. Yeah, they're still attacking Drake. We kind of want them to attack Azariel because she is much harder to kill than Drake is. So we're going to use our big heal now, get them all topped off. If we received our second turn there, we still don't want to use the other heal. We do need to keep it in case of an emergency. So we're going to go ahead and keep attacking. Sorry, I'm going to take it up to 4 times speed now. Like I said, if that Sakra fortifies, the fight becomes a lot more difficult. So we're going to go ahead and use our Shadow Pat. And we're just going to keep attacking. We are going to be able to execute the Roina. He's taken out. And now we can choose whoever we want to attack. We're going to attack Tyros next. Now we are able to attack him permanently through Magnus Taunt because of our Nausea, increasing the duration of the debuffs on him. And he should be pretty easy to take out. Now with Lokia on the team, he is not going to be able to use his passive when he dies. We should be able to take him out. There you go. From here, you can play it on manual or auto. Sorry, there's nothing. Select whoever you want and just press auto, and you will win the fight. Like I said, if the Sakra fortifies, the battle really needs to be done on manual. There are so many things that can go wrong with playing it on auto with that rotation because the AI is just incapable of using the Dark Elves. They do so many mistakes. They just do not rotate the moves correctly. And the Dark Elves are actually a really strong offensive team if you can use their moves correctly. That's why offensively they suck, because the AI is just, it just doesn't know when to use what. It uses the wrong moves at the wrong time. It just spams the abilities. Where the Dark Elves are, I consider, one of the most strategic teams in the game, simply because you need to use their abilities at the correct time. Otherwise, everything falls apart. As usual, I'll go into 1 or 2 more battles after the ending if you guys are interested in seeing the outcome of those. There's no voice in those. It's just going to play out. You guys can watch that. If not, that's fine. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I'll answer it to the best of my ability. And wherever you're around the world, until next time, please take care of yourself.